Brand new trend. 4.0 is men elevating men. 4.0 is setting a new trend. 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. 4.0, 4.0, let's go. 4.0, let them hoes in the joe.
And if we can't solve them, why don't we just say bye-bye? 'Cause every time I turn around, the phone is ringing, yeah, and you're giving me some deal. Every time I turn around, you want me to appeal, but baby, this is the deal. The next time it's for real. See, I ain't gonna be playing around, baby. 'Cause baby, you know the deal. Now we're gonna groove a little while. Next time it's for real. Ain't gonna be a fool no more. Next time. You see, it's like it is. Next time it's for real. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be a fool. No more playing around, babe. I've told you how I feel. Baby, this is the deal. Look here, the next time it's for real.
She ain't feeling you, not feeling you. I put the perky in my cup so I could feel the juice. I had her going shortly after the interview. Bad little bitch, yeah, I think she stay in Centerview. Oh, what's your name? My fault, I don't remember you. Talking back to the ism, that's the end of you. I'm a P, baby, no, I'm not a friend of you. A lot of bitches hear my shit, yeah, and be offended too. But still wanna fuck hoe, so bring your pussy through. Disrespectful on them. Mic like I'm Easy E, Bombtown, baby, yeah, the home of the funky piece. Only nigga in the West with some wallabies. Sheesh. I got Larry in this bitch, she in a 5.0, I'm in a 4, hit a switch, running up a bag, nigga, like you thought I hit a lick. Just some real ass niggas, this is how a nigga spit.
Ain't gonna be a fool no more. You see, it's like it is. Next time it's for real. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be a fool.
No, hold on. You're moving real different, man. You know the game and how it goes. Don't act green.
Yes, Lord.
Suck it to me. Now, how much money you made last night, though? Good job. Oh, what's the pimpin' ass nigga with a whole lot of guap? Good job, Larry. Old school dipping, but it cost me a lot. 5-star, the good kind. Pick up the trap, then I'm bending the block. Slid up third, I'm checking my rear. The hammer is near, I'm casually ill. I ain't dipping, keeping it real. Sean House, bring a hook in, I'm loving the feel.
Ain't gonna be a fool no more. You see, it's like it is. Next time it's for real. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be a fool.
My man, you sell 'em. If I can smell 'em, I can't sell 'em. Let them in the harem, run a harem. Next thing you know, honey rebelling. I had a funny feeling. Stack money to the ceiling, we don't why I sell them. Hit the ceiling off the 911. If you scared by a dog, dial 911. Buy a weapon, get a 9 or a Mac 11. My Mac on 11 while you crack selling. Niggas say they that, we gotta fact check them. They ain't got a track record, they just track records. Bitches acting reckless, she ain't had no wedges. She try to have me arrested, I teach that rat a lesson. You finna be mad aggressive, that ain't how to finesse it. Anything less is we being adolescent. If you really pay, then you battle test it. Can't no nigga validate you, pimp.
Ain't gonna be up for no more. You see, it's like it is. Next time it's for you. Do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be your fool. Baby, you know the deal. And this is what it is. I can't see what gave you the nerve to call on me now, baby. Have you run out of fools? Is this why it's me you choose? You got to do for me like I did for you now, baby. You gotta pay your dues now, baby. Gotta live a little while with the blues and you gotta see what it is. Play the game by a different set of rules. You're gonna be your fool no more. Cause I'm a little better off, better than before, baby. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. It's not because of the water. You gotta live a little while with the blues now, baby.
What's up, everybody? Perfect Timing Podcast back with the blast on that ass. Simulcasting live on 3 channels right now via StreamYard. Perfect Timing Podcast, Perfect Timing Podcast Live. Let me know how your boy doing in the microphone, man. How I'm doing in the headphones, man. Brand new JBL. Hey, shout out to Amazon Day. The Amazon Day was the other day. Your boy copped some new headphones, and I did get some changes going with the mixer and shit, but the shit tripping right now. But we ain't tripping, man. We in the building, man. Share the show, man. That intro is for you to share the show, man. That intro is your turn to participate, man. It's instructions in the ticker, man. Everybody keep ticking. We not missing. Finger licking, ass kicking, keep ticking, man. So when it got an intro, man, that means you're supposed to share the show, man. Everybody's supposed to be sharing the show. 5.0 Cool Table representatives, man. Shout out to my brothers, all of my brothers in the Cool Table, man. Yay, yay. Shout out to the whole family, man. Yeah, man. We getting it in today, man. I haven't been live, man. Y'all miss me, man. I haven't been live, man. I haven't been live in a minute, man. I haven't been live in a minute, but I have been tapping in. I have been tapping in with the social sphere, you know what I'm saying? Every time I could, you know what I'm saying? But my little daddies, my priority, what we do this for, you know, is father power over here. My little daddy's my priority. What we do this for is they daycare provider had got the vid. So I was on daddy duty all week last week. But
So I just stayed away from. I just think I took the opportunity to unpack and just unplug. You know, it even came up last week. I think I took the opportunity to unplug, and I really enjoyed the opportunity to unplug last week. So the kids are doing good. My prayers are with the kids, and the daycare provider tested. Uh, she passed. She had tested for the virus, and then she took a subsequent test, and now she's clear to go. That we got the kids tested, everybody in the house tested, good to go. But still, I wanted to quarantine the kids. I think as we talk about these things that we talk about, this father power, it manifests itself as you talk about these things. You begin to live these things, and I believe I spearheaded the quarantine of the daycare because when my wife explained to me what had happened, now there had been a party the week before that I kept my wife from going to because I just, you know, in my prayers and my meditation, you know, I didn't feel good. You know, you guys know how I feel about the actual stabby wabby, right? But I was like, nah, you're not going to that party. Turns out everybody at the party got sick, right? Like 30 people. And then subsequently, like the daycare provider got sick. And it's like tens and 20 of people are getting sick around Northern California. It's not really on the news yet. You haven't really heard about on the news all of these little pop-up bubbles of people being sick at the party and everybody being sick. So I quarantined my kids and my family a week, even though, you know, even though just to be precautious. And to be honest, y'all, I've been wearing the mask. I haven't really talked about it because I'm not really a proponent of the mask. I don't really think it does that good. But every time I've been wearing a mask lately, people out in public sneezing. So one of the things, I worked in healthcare, wash your hands, man. They haven't said to wash your hands in a long time. Wash your hands after every time you touch a surface. Wash your hands after every time you touch a surface. And this is like, you know, people are not talking about it. They don't want, you know, they don't want the commerce to be affected, right? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of people getting sick, so I just protected my family. So last week I wasn't online because everybody was sick, and it's this sickness going around Northern California. I did a little research. They said it's a new variant. Some people are saying, well, I didn't test, and I'm like, because they're not, that test is the same old PCR test. Of course you didn't test. It's not for that, right? So of course it's not gonna come up. But be that as it may, we came here today to have a good time today. We're gonna have some fun today. So Roger, man, on the Roger Report, make sure y'all subscribe to Per Time Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody on the cool table. The whole Black Manosphere is doing big things. Roger had a great show today. We had a great build today, and it was about some things. You know, the Black Manosphere. You know, I got all my toys behind me. You know, a lot of times I got all my stuff behind me. I got so I got on the wall, I got my art on the wall. If you ever notice, that's Suicide Squad. I got some that art back there, that's Rick and Morty. I don't know if you ever seen that. That's Rick and Morty. And then I got my Funko Pop. So we was talking about World Crusher Hulk. I think I got two Hulks. If you see up there, I got the 10-inch thing. And I got some Doctor Strange. So I collect black pops, right? So I do got a Doctor Strange. We were talking about the Scarlet Witch today. So I do got a Doctor Strange black pop. I got the black guy. I got the black guy from Doctor Strange, the one who's actually in the multiverse. He actually has a time stone in another dimension. So I got that black guy, and I do got the World Crusher Hulk. That's one of my favorite. The Thor Ragnarok Hulk. I had the 10-inch, but you know, everybody ain't blessed to have 10 inches. You know what I'm saying? But I do got the 10-inch thing. I got the 10-inch Thanos. You know, for Thanos, today is Thanos Monday. So shout out to the Roger Report for doing the Marvel, because, you know, we coined Thanos Monday here. So I thought that was beautiful. Me and my brother ping pong a lot of times. So Thanos Monday is a beautiful thing. What is Thanos Monday all about? as we get into today's video. We're gonna have some fun with today's video. If you're married to a black woman and you got an example, I'm gonna open up the panel. If you want to share with me some thoughts about today's video, we're gonna react. It's a live reaction show, fair use is in effect. So we're gonna watch some funny TikTok compilations about being married to a black woman. You may not find them funny. Some people may be offended by the videos. Some people may really be offended by the videos, but I hope you're not offended by the videos. But if you are offended by the video, we're going to open up the panel and I'm going to let everybody express themselves. But Thanos Monday. What is Thanos Monday all about? Thanos Monday, it was created by me as a way, a lot of the topics coming up lately, and Roger eloquently put to the point that the Kevin Samuels took a lot of talking points from our panel in the cool table. This is very true. So complacency came up. Some very intelligent brothers came, J. Doe, compassionate, and complacency came up. And I shared with the brothers about, I wanted to share with the brothers about a book called Who Moved My Cheese. And I'm sure these brothers are highly intelligent. Some of them probably in sales in corporate America. I'm sure they may have heard of the book Who Moved My Cheese. But the book Who Moved My Cheese really helped me with my complacency and being comfortable and my understanding of my name, perfect and perfection, right? So Thanos Monday was created for me about complacency, brothers. For the youngsters, listen to me, and for the youngsters on the Roger Report panel, and no offense when I call you young, it's out of respect. I got a birthday coming up. I'm a whole old nigga +3. But when we talk about complacency and who moved my cheese, the whole thing about Thanos Monday is a question about, being comfortable and running a complacency check. So every Monday, I've couched the question of complacency and comfortability in the wonderful Marvel universe with Thanos Monday. And I say to brothers, and I say to men, I say to fathers, that if you had the power of Thanos, if you had the Infinity Stones and you had the glove, right, and you had the ability to snap your fingers and you could eliminate all of your problems, right? If you could eliminate all of your addictions, if you could eliminate your ex-wife, if you could eliminate your debt, would you do it? Now, at first thought, it seems very easy, right? Perfect. Of course, if you gave me a superpower to snap my fingers and I could get rid of all my problems, of course I would. But what we've seen lately on the panel is a lot of men and women coming to the panel expecting black men to be mad at black women. We're not actually mad at black women. They are being defined by a certain archetype. Their existence is based on a certain belief, right? And the Thanos glove makes you get rid of your belief system. I've talked about elevating, right? Snapping your fingers and eliminating everything that may be holding you back will allow you to ascend to the next level in life. A lot of people would say, of course, I want to go to the next level, but going to the next level means leaving something behind, right? And a lot of us are not ready or willing to leave behind those addictions, those things holding us back in life to ascend to the next level. That's why Thanos Monday was created. Thanos Monday was created to be honest and ask yourself, if you had the power to go to the next floor. All of us want to be millionaires. All of us want to be successful. Remember, Kevin Hart said, everybody want to be famous, but nobody want to do the work. No one wants to make the sacrifice to make 300, to be in the NBA, to shoot the 300 shots, to be in the ice bath, to have the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, to go to that next level, to apply Thanos logic, you have to sacrifice what's on this current level. So Thanos had a goal of peace throughout the whole universe. By snapping his fingers, he said he's going to get rid of. Now, whether or not you agree with Thanos and his logic, Thanos said, if I snap my fingers, I'm going to get rid of poverty, crime, everything. I'm gonna elevate humanity. 5.0, men elevating men. Now, you may disagree with whether Thanos was successful with that outcome, but he was successful with creating the snap. Will you create the snap in your life? Are you prepared to go to the next level? Are you willing to be Thanos in your life? This is the same application with today's question with the witch, with the analogy with the witch. Thanos Monday was used as an analogy to couch a very serious question for my brothers and for fathers. Are you willing to go to the next level? Are you willing to sacrifice everything on this floor to go to the next floor? Because what I've learned in life is you cannot ascend to the highest heights with baggage. You cannot go to the 5th floor with everything on the 4th floor. Everything that you learned and accomplished on the 4th floor has to remain on the 4th floor when you ascend to the 5th and 6th floor. It does you no good. It does you no good on the 6th floor, the things you learned on the 4th floor. You have to shed them. There may be best friends. There may be children. There may be marriages on the 4th floor. People may look at you and say, you changed. You're not the same person. You don't love your kids or your wife anymore. Remember what I told you about Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey said, loyalty is temporary. Loyalty is temporary. And I'll explain this to my wife. I said, when you were in high school, you got a group of friends help you get through high school. High school is very difficult. To the young people watching me, I don't want to make light of high school. High school is very difficult. So you form a close-knit group of friends to get you through high school. But you know what else is difficult? Matriculation to adulthood. So you go to college and you get a job and you become a husband or a wife and you find out it's harder paying bills. No one's going to help you. No one's going to show up. It's harder living with this person and raising little humans to be functional adult humans. So your loyalty is temporary. You no longer have the same loyalties to those friends who helped you get through high school. You respect the fact that high school was difficult and you needed those friends at that time. During high school, you were loyal to them, they were loyal to you. But once you got out of high school, you are now loyal to these new responsibilities, your wife and your children. Even in the Bible, it says when you grow, a boy should leave his mother and cling to his wife. That story is saying to you, loyalty is temporary. Thanos Monday is asking you, can you let go of your loyalties to ascend? Are you willing to let go? Do you understand that loyalty is temporary? A lot of the brothers who come on the panel, they have this loyalty to something that doesn't exist anymore, and it's holding them back. I've been trying to explain to a lot of the brothers coming on the panel lately. They're still loyal to this thing. They think that we have become disloyal. No, brother, we only have ascended, and we want the same ascension for you. Thanos Monday. Thanos Monday, bro. Are you willing to do it, bro? And this is the magical part about Thanos Monday. Because some people say, well, perfect, I don't have the glove. I don't have the Infinity Stones. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The glove is here. The Infinity Stones are here. The mind that created the Marvel Universe, the mind that created Thanos is no different than your mind. You have the ability, son. You have the ability to create your own universe, your own reality, your own multiverse. I promise you, I've done it. Snap your fingers. Get rid of those past addictions. We talked today about taking good and perfecting it. An expert takes good and perfects it. As a man in life, what you will have to do is sometimes take a ball of clay and perfect it, turn it into something. That's a man. That's what men do. We take a ball of clay. To other people, it may look like nothing, and we turn it into something. By the grace of God, man, amen. With these hands, I always wanted hands like my father, with the ability to take clay and mold it into something. That's what God did with me. That's what I did with my son and my wife. That's what I do with my art. And this is my art. Let's get into the first video. Y'all share the show, man. Everybody, as you come and go. Yes, it's a black man. Yes, I got dreadlocks. Yes, I got toys and type of shit behind me. But that don't mean you got to leave the live stream. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not upset because I share my live stream in a lot of different areas. Like I share my live stream everywhere I could share my live stream. I seen Brother Sanchez talking about sharing his live stream. So I share my live stream in a lot of Reddit subgroups. And y'all know how Reddit and Twitter is. Reddit and Twitter can be a lot real brutal, but I don't mind because I have a message and I have a voice to get out, and I got thick skin. So as you guys come in, I know you're having a busy day. It's lunchtime in some places. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. My name is Perfect Timing, the Perfect Timing Podcast. People call me Perfect. Shout out to the brothers at the Roger Report, because that's where I got my name, Perfect. One day we'll talk about how I got my name. But I really feel blessed because I don't get a lot of questions about my name. A lot of people just automatically call me Perfect. And I think it's a blessing, man, because I never assumed that I would have a name like that. I never thought that I would be called Perfect. I would have never chosen that name for myself. But the brothers at the Roger Report uh, were so benevolent and kind and say, you got to go by Perfect. People call you Perfect already. And to be honest, I wasn't prepared. I actually said no because I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't want people to think, I'm already very arrogant. I'm a Leo. I'm an asshole. So to name myself Perfect, I thought that would be over the top, right? But I didn't name myself. The brothers that I respect and hold very highly said, now you got to step into your calling. And ever since then, God has been there to undergird every step because it's a hell of a name to go by Perfect and to create my art, right? Because I had an issue with perfection once I assumed the name. Like, okay, I've assumed this name. I got to create perfect art. I got to create great art. And what I learned is that perfection is perfection for me. Like, perfection is a watercolor that you gave your mother in kindergarten, right? And your mama still got it on the refrigerator. You like, mama, why you got this old picture from kindergarten? It's ugly. To your mother, it's not ugly. It's perfection because you made it. So what I learned, perfection for me, my art is a watercolor that I'm giving to myself. So everything that I create is perfect because it's my art. And it's a gift with love that I've created for myself and those who love and support me. But it was very difficult to come to that. But I thank the brothers. I thank the brothers who helped me with that.
I've been getting paid.
Yeah, I know you've been getting paid. You've been getting paid pimping this YouTube, fucking up people live streams. That's how you've been getting paid. All right, everybody, make sure you share the show. Let me get the banner. Let me get the banner back up here. Let me get the banner. Shout out AL Evans in the chat. KP from KC5 in the chat. Make this go viral. Mrs. V in the chat. Mrs. V, that's my sister. Y'all make sure y'all check out Miss V. That's a good sister. Hey, Deborah Carr in the chat. What's up, sis? That's a good sister right there. Radiology XM in the chat. My whole family in the chat, man. Y'all gonna make me feel good. Y'all know I'm a Leo, man. Leo's emotional, man. I get emotional on this thing, man. So thank y'all for y'all support, man. It means everything to a YouTuber, man. We're gonna have some fun today, man. We're gonna have some fun today. I showed this to my wife. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been live in a minute, so I was thinking about how to keep it in the same, wheelhouse. So I was doing some research online. I came across this. Two videos we're gonna watch and react. Fair use is in full effect. It's a live reaction show. We're gonna live and react to these. Share the show while we watch these first videos, and feel free to comment. And we're gonna drop the link. Anybody want to share their personal views of these videos? Perfect timing in the podcast and the platform and anything that I've said. You're welcome to join. Let's get into the first video.
I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually.
Okay. So everybody know where we going with the video, man. Let me introduce the video today. My name is Perfect, man. So this is tell me you married to a black woman without really telling me you married to a black woman. A lot of y'all, I didn't put the link to the video in the chat. I want to watch the video with me so we can react live to the video together, man. Make sure you share the show, man. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. So it's gonna be these guys, non-melanated guys married to black. What y'all think, man, as we get into it, man? Like, it's a TikTok compilation of a certain individual. I said Pilgrim edition, man. Shout out to the brother Rogish, man. I ain't seen the brother Rogish in the space in a minute, man. But brother Rogish coined the term Pilgrim, man. So this is married to a black woman, the Pilgrim edition, man. So it's a bunch of pilgrims, man, married to the BW. Now, are you offended, man? Now, I don't know. We got a black woman in the chat. Where Tracy at? I ain't seen Tracy in a minute. We got Deborah in the chat, man. Is y'all offended by this? Because I just want to know, man, because this might be your future, man. I don't think, you know, when you raised by a black woman, you don't make fun of a black woman. It's like a mockery, but this is your husband, the father of your child. I'm going to stop right here. I'm not going to go too much on my opinion. I'm going to wait to the end. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I want y'all to give me your opinion. Let's go back to the video. Let's go back.
Tell me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first.
Hella spice. That's definitely a black woman. And if you go down right there, She has a bunch of trash bags. And then the trash bag that takes all the trash bags in there. She's used for air, she's used for trash. And also she has, while washing right now, she literally has a dishwasher right there while washing. Dishwasher right there, putting the plates while she's actually washing.
Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first.
Find it, try it.
Let me take the mute off, man. We back in the building, man. What's up to everybody coming in? Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. This your boy Perfect, man. That's the first video, man. I got another video, man, but I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now in case anybody want to come up and share their opinion, man. Tell me no right now, man. Tell me now. I'm gonna unpack a little bit. Man. What's up, man? What's up, man? Tracy in the building. How you doing, Tracy? What you think of the video, man? What's up, Big Daddy Beard Gaming in the building, man? All the whole family in there, man. Man, it's feeling good, man. You know, my birthday coming up next month, man. Leo's in the building, man. That's man. You know, it was a grand alignment at the end of June, you guys. Did y'all know it was a grand alignment? You know, I've been talking about the alignment a lot. You know, I'll be into the stars, moons, and quasars, man. Check this out, man. What y'all think of the video, man? Let's start with the music, right? So this is Tell Me You're Married to a Black Woman Without Telling Me You're Married to a Black Woman, the Pilgrim edition. But this is the Pilgrims who are married to Black women, and they're making a parody out of Black women. We talk a lot about this on the Roger Report and here on this podcast about what Black women have become and what Black women have allowed them to become, right? And I know it sounds different coming out of the mouth of a Black man versus from these pilgrims right here, but this is what they think of you, and this is what TikTok, this is a multi-million viral video, millions of views on YouTube, millions of views on TikTok, and this is the image that's being pushed out around the world, that Black women wear wigs, that Black women have all these hair products, that they're messy, disheveled, you know, all of these different, that they wear these hair bonnets all the time. Like, the picture that they've painted is not a very pretty picture. It's not a very pretty picture. So August 11th, Leo gang, what's up, man? So it's not a very pretty picture that's being painted by this. Now, these are husbands. These are husbands, and they think it's funny. Now, let's start with the music. Let's start with the music. When this is about being married to a Black woman, someone that's the mother of your child, you're supposed to elevate and exalt. Now, the music, the theme song to the video is We Having Sex? It's a very vulgar, raunchy hip-hop song, a lack of respect. Do anyone think that these men have actual love and respect for Black women? I mean, can you make a video like this? Can you make compilation like this and truly love your wife and respect your wife? Do you understand why she has the hair care products? Is it a joke? Is she a joke? Is the hair care products a joke to you? I need Black women. I need Black women, all the divestors, all the Black women who want to date white men, date the Pilgrim. I need you to watch this. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, because this is what they think of you. This is what they think of your hair, which is electric. That's why I brought up the alignment. We got the Leo gang in the building. That's where I wear my locks. There's a reason why Angela Davis and the afro. There's a reason why Black people have the kinky hair. In all of the ancestral pictures, you see the kinky hair. It's something about Black women's hair that generates power and resonates power. We call it a crown. Do you think the men in this video look at your hair as a crown? I don't think they look at your hair as a crown. They seem to be making fun of your hair. They seem to think it's a joke. Ha ha, ha ha. Look at the baby hair. Look at all the bonnets. Look at all the grease. Look at the fake hair. They don't know about alopecia. They don't know about the struggles with the perm. You seen the guy, the Indian dude with the bucket of perm under the sink? They don't know about the baby perm. Chris Rock got divorced over good hair. Chris Rock got divorced over talking about hair with his wife, over making a movie about black women's hair. But these pilgrims get to make a whole big joke about black women's hair. Do y'all know how sensitive black women are about their hair? Do y'all know how sensitive black women are about their hair? And these guys, these pilgrims is putting on the wig, making fun of the wig, making fun of the ritual and everything she has to go through to look beautiful for your pilgrim ass. And the soundtrack is we fucking 2 shots, and they all doing a little white boy hip hop dance. This is what we come to. This is the black woman. This is what you wanted. This is what you telling everybody. I hear so many videos. Oh, the white man this, the white man that, divest this, divest that. Well, here's the reality for you. When you not at home and all these white boys is at home. Hey, so listen to the music and the fact that all these white boys is at home. Hey, all the black men who work hard. Man, I've been having a job since I was 8 years old, man. You know how hard it is to do this YouTube shit? Hey, all these white boys is at home. Where they women at? They women is out working. All these white boys is at home. And they making funny videos about a woman who's working, taking care of their pilgrim ass. And they don't, in their lack of understanding and their ignorance. Oh, it's deep. Oh, it's deep. It's a perfect time. I've been gone for a week, man. I miss y'all, man. I've been gone for a week. So I had to come back with some real spill, man. They make fun of us. What my sister say? They make fun of us, but want to be us and dance like us, talk and slang like us. Oh, okay. She's spitting this morning. Tracy in the building. Tracy, hold on. Let me give her some pride. She coming in with one. Tracy in the building. Oh, okay. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Hit the like, share. I miss you too, man. I love you guys, man. 5.0. So this is in the same wheelhouse. It's Thanos Monday. Deborah Carr said they know we as black women don't have the proper knowledge of our hair. I took offense to this. I set you guys up. It's clickbait. I took offense to this. I want to get your opinion though. I'm gonna save my opinion. I'm gonna save my opinion because this is very telling. And this is going in the file of the black manosphere. I create poignant podcasts. This is going in the file of the black manosphere. We got to put this in the file of the black manosphere. So when these discussions come up, when you get the bragging and boasting about this false reality, we gotta have this in the file. We got to show you about when you start bragging about divesting, when you start bragging about Zaddy, then we gotta bring out this file in the black manosphere that I'm sorry that Zaddy doesn't actually love or respect you. He doesn't have the ability to love and respect you because he lacks the knowledge of understanding. If you really care about love, if you really want to care about family, but these men, their ignorance showing in this video, showing their inability to love you as a black woman. I'm not trying to bust your bubble. I'm just putting out a reality. Their lack of knowledge and ignorance to your plight prohibits them from loving and respecting you. Because I said last week, love is based on trust and respect. If there's no trust and no respect, then there cannot be no love. If you putting on your wife wig and exposing Jada Pinkett, think about what I'm saying, you guys. Will Smith and Chris Rock. There cannot be any love without trust or respect. And for black women, this is the most intimate thing. They believe people don't know that they have on a wig. They may not want people to know that they have on hair extensions. Jada Pinkett was sensitive about her alopecia to the point where her husband got up and slapped Chris Rock. But here you are exposing your wife's most intimate details. You don't know that she holds these things intimate. Look what happened with Jada Pinkett. You don't know? You don't know how your black wife feels about her hair. You don't know how difficult it is for her in society. This is a joke. Ha ha. Ha ha. This is what it's like being married to a black woman. Is you? Huh? Ha ha. Ha ha. Who laughing now? It's offensive when black men treat black women with contempt, especially when they should know better. Well, V, you are welcome to join the panel. I would love to interact with you and you can share your comments. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. Please, you guys. Oh, V had another comment. Why would they respect black women when black men talk about her so dismally? Well, why would you absolve the behavior? This is why they do it. Why would you absolve? I obviously understand. I'm very clearly articulating the plight. It's obvious I understand and care. So where is that comment based? With all love and respect, V. I'm very eloquently articulating the plight and my understanding for your pain. I live with the black mother. So please, what is the basis for that comment? Because you cannot absolve the poor behavior of these pilgrims by blaming it on black men that you have no idea how they feel about the situation. You must base your comments in reality and intelligence. And I'm being very kind and showing respect to you because you've been kind enough to come to my podcast and you've been respectful enough to leave multiple comments. And I really appreciate you leaving comments and watching the podcast. But I would like you to be intelligent with your commentary. So again, V, I would like you to replace that comment in the chat and reformulate your statement, but base it in the factual reality of what we actually saw today. I understand that you want to scapegoat the poor behavior because of your own trauma and your own issues with black men. That's why we're doing the podcast today. But I need you to base your statements in reality so that we can progress, right? With respect and love. I got my brother Roger in the building. Salute, salute. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, brother, for coming through. Great show today, man. Great show, man. Roger been kicking much ass. The cool table, habitual line steppers. Yay, yay. In the building, man. Kicking much ass, man. I'm really, really, really happy about, Roger, last week while the kids were sick and I wasn't able to do my podcast, I thought about everything and how things been growing since me and you been working together again. And I'm really blessed, man. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of the podcast. I don't take for granted the position that you've bestowed upon me on the Roger Report. It's a very esteemed position. There's a lot of intelligent black men in this space who would love to be on the panel and contribute. And Roger gives me a position to contribute as a content creator and as a brother. And I truly appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you to my brother Roger, and I appreciate him allowing me back on the panel. Yo, Mr. Z had a fire show on, I think that was Friday. Roger took off, and we had a good show over there. My condolences to my brother. Let's say a prayer. Let's say a prayer. Y'all know I like to pray, right? They always ask me to pray in church. So I like to pray because I can. It's funny, man, when you give your kids a skill set, especially a man, I talked about it being a cheerful giver. When you have a gift, right? The people who know how to sing at the family reunion, you don't got to ask them to sing. The people that know how to dance, you don't got to ask them that this their gift, they want to dance. Can I get up and dance in front of the church? Can I get up and do a song in front of the church? Why she want it? Because she can, right? Because she can. So you bless your child with helping them find their gift, and they'll become a cheerful giver. They'll want to give. They'll be in a good mood to give because they'll find this thing that's innate to them, this godly quality that's been gifted to them. So they'll want to give it and share it with people. And one of those gifts I have is my speech, my ability to talk, and my ability to pray. So my brother, I want to say a prayer for Roger real quick. So God, very humbly, we come to you today with eyes closed, head bowed in reverence. And we want to give thanks, Father God, and say a prayer for my brother. Father God, as I go into this prayer, makes me think of when I was here in my youth. We could be anywhere but now. And at times like this, when we pray for loss in the cycle of life, is when we're reminded that the gift of life that we have in Father God, that we could really be anywhere but here right now. And it reminds us to be mindful of the present moment, to give everything that we have, and to be thankful for the gift of life. I want to say a prayer for my brother and his family. Wrap your arms around them. I pray a covering over him of prayer, love, and confidence, and resilience and blessing. I say a prayer for those who watch in the chat and in the replay. May your life be blessed by these words. And those who are listening while working, I pray that you have success in all of your endeavors. And those who are driving, I pray that you have safe passage on the highway and byway. I pray that the words that I speak are inspired by the Lord Himself, and that you are blessed by this podcast. We ask all these blessings in your name. Amen, amen, amen. So salute to my bro, man. Salute to the bro, man. Salute to the bro. My condolences. We got a lot of the brothers in the building right now. Let's go to the next video. I had two videos. So I shared one video. So a lot of new people just came into the chat. So let's share the other video. But a lot of the Why am I doubling up? Why am I doubling up? Why am I doubling up? Something. Why am I doubling up? Something. I got an echo, y'all. Why? Where I get an echo from? All right, I got it. All right, I got it. All right. So let's go to the next video. Salute to everybody that's coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. Thank you to everybody that's watching, man. I really appreciate it, man. It means the world to a YouTuber. Y'all have no idea, man. It means the world to a YouTuber, man. Trust me. All right. Here's our other video right here. Hope you guys enjoy this. I've been enjoying this thus far. I don't have premium, so YouTube is going to want to get their money. There you go, YouTube Premium. There you go, Audible. I signed up for Audible. Y'all like my voice. A lot of people say I got a good voice, so I signed up for Audible. All right, part two. Again, Married to a Black Woman, Pilgrim edition. The link is in the chat. Y'all can share y'all views in the chat. Part two, Married to a Black Woman, Pilgrim edition.
Don't actually tell me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first.
Tell me you're married to an African without telling me you're married to an African. I'll start. You have these kinds of cooking sticks. Depending on how many people you're cooking for, depends on which one you use. These kind of pots, it takes a while to get the food cooking, but it's the best tasting food in there. I wonder if there's magic inside this. You have African decor throughout the house, like this. There's these. There's some more here and here, and there's more here. Here's some more. And also, there's a game. Look at the detail on this. This is just amazing. It's mind-blowing. And look, I still can't even beat my wife at this game. The amazing wardrobe. You can even match.
Tell me you're dating a black woman without actually telling me.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick.
So it's not done. It's not done. We're gonna go back to it. When he said, "Tell me you dating an African," I'm like, oh man, V, I hope you're still here because you didn't see this video. I mean, what did he mean by that, bro? Is he dating someone from Nairobi? Is his wife Nigerian? Or is she simply, and then to qualify his statement, he showed us wooden spoons. He showed us wooden spoons. You can't make this up, bro. He showed us wooden spoons to qualify the statement that he's married to an African. He thought that was funny. There's real product and result of your actions. Consequences, accountability. See, you're not even in the video. Perfect timing has to do this to hold you accountable. Because you're not even watching the video. When you're being held accountable by your own wife, by your own husband, this is a very poor reflection on your decisions. This is what you've told people that is best. You're celebrating this, divesting, telling young women that this is what they have to look forward to. This is what's great. Being called an African and the ignorant pilgrim who's called you an African, qualifying his statement by showing wooden spoons from Walmart. What? You can't make this up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Babe, tell me you are married to an African woman without telling me you are married to an African woman.
Oh, this tofu is getting too soft. Babe, do we have any more Milo? Oh, yeah. This is my favorite. All right. Time to go cook. Hey, babe, which one should I wear to the 3 a.m. funeral? All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first.
When
when I walk through. Yeah. I got sauce too, came with that gang, chopper rain, get her up, shine. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the bins once again, yeah, I brought two. Ay. When I walk through, deal for the
Can't make this up, bro. When I walk through, bro. When I walk through, bro. So at some point, it came to the point where she just said, fuck it, I'm gonna become part of the joke. I am the joke, and I'm gonna just be part of the joke. Right? In other videos, the black wife didn't appear in the video, but in the last video, she said, I'm gonna be part of the joke. I know I'm a joke. And I'm allow him to make fun of me, and I'm gonna be in the video while he makes fun of me. Makes me think about the minstrel show. If you think about the fake hair, everything that they made fun of, our mothers, sisters, these are our mothers, sisters, aunties, and cousins that they're making fun of, that they're so easily making fun of, right? And she just said at the end, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be part of the joke. I'm a clown anyway. I'm a clown anyway." And look, this is what we talked about today. She was happy being his clown. As long as I get to be with you, I'll be a clown. I'll be a clown. I'll wear the nose. I'll wear the big shoes. As long as I get to be with you, I'll be a clown. And you want to clown me? You want to clown me on video? You could clown me. Come on. Let's do it together. Let's show everybody how much of a clown I am. Huh? Let's show everybody that I'm only what I have on my head. Let's show the whole world what you think of me and what I think of me. Because by me being with you, I show the world what I think of me. Right? Mr. Blackwell in the building. That's my good brother OG right there, big bro. Salute, perfect timing. I'm just waking up. This is interesting but true. I had two white neighbors back in the States that have African and black wives. I could care less. Facts. So today's show is not about the fact that I have an issue with interracial dating. I don't have an issue with interracial dating. This is just me exposing some realities and some truths, right? This is going in the Black Manosphere file. So when we have debates with individuals who profess divestment, when we have people who come to the panel and they talked about this glorious life that they lead with the Pilgrim, we're going to bring up a file and we say, well, I disagree with you. I disagree with Zaddy's ability to love and respect you, because Zaddy doesn't even have the knowledge of what your crown actually means to you. Zaddy thinks your crown is a joke, right? So if Zaddy can't respect, honor, and understand your crown, he can't truly love you. So this is going in the file of the Black Manosphere. This is just another file in the Black Manosphere of a reality and the truth to be dispelled about how beautiful it is for these individuals, about the life that they lead with the Pilgrim, huh? About the reality, what it is with Zaddy, how great and fantastical this existence is of a man who would make fun of you in such a way, your most intimate moment, your most intimate thing. Look what Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, but he didn't have no reverence at all. You a clown in the minstrel show. So the Black Manosphere is just filing this away, just more data. This is just more data. Physical record. This is a physical video record of your reality. When you come to the Black Manosphere and you profess this great life, we're going to have to check you on that lie, because we have a file about how they really feel for you and their lack of inability to love and respect you. Making a mockery of Black women while simultaneously giving hope to divestors. Facts. Signing the New Times, I just know she could no longer receive my protection for nothing. I wanted to do another show on the strikeout. We on strike 2. So I want to do a strike 3. So we're gonna do a strike 3 because that's what Mr. Blackwell is getting at. Strike 3 means you out. Now I said they struck out. We did strike 1, we did strike 2, but how many episodes can I do of the BW strikeout? I think I could do an infinite amount of episodes because this right here could be strike 3. If you really being honest, this could be strike 3. This could be the BW strikeout again. I can name this show strike 3. I can name this show 3 strikes you're out. Because you told me that this was a home run for you. You told me that, hey, I don't need you. This a home run for me. Well, looks like strike out again, baby girl. Strike out again. Look at what you made of yourself. Up to bat 3 times. Up at bat 3 times, and you come away looking like a minstrel show. A minstrel show. We gotta expose the reality because this is the way you hold them accountable. This is the way you hold them accountable, and this is the way you educate the super simps that come into our space thinking that they have an alternative. Because there are black men who come into the space that say, well, you know, if you don't do right, then she gonna go get her a white man. Really? She gonna go get this, brother. That's what she gonna go get. This is going in the Black Manosphere file for the black women and black men who come on the panels and scare black men with this bullshit. Because a lot of black men, I hear in your voice, you think that they got a better option out there. You believe them when they say they divested to something that's better than you. Well, now you know the truth. That they are clowns in their own home. That the ignorance, and it's, listen, I'm not calling their husband, I'm not calling the men in this video stupid. My father taught me there's a difference between being stupid and ignorant. Because a lot of people think we being mean and vindictive. I'm not angry. I got white friends. My wife is not even black. Like, I'm not calling the men in this video stupid. Their ignorance is offensive. And their ignorance just educated the black manosphere on the fact that they are so ignorant, meaning lacking in knowledge of what the crown means, alopecia, black hair. They're so ignorant that they made fun of something so sacred. And that was your doing. You chose someone, and then this is the thing, you could have chosen to educate these men. The same way you educate men in the black manosphere, the same way V attempted to educate me here today. But instead of educating the Pilgrim, she got in the video at the end and made a mockery of herself. She could have said to the Pilgrim, just like Jada said to Chris Rock, I have alopecia and I'm sensitive about shaving my head. Do y'all remember how Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada Pickett went with the same joke? It was the same joke. These Pilgrims made the same joke that Chris Rock made. That joke got Chris Rock slapped. That is ignorance. That is tone deaf. These Pilgrims' ignorance and tone deafness prohibits them from actually understanding you. Thus, they cannot respect you. Thus, you're not being loved in your own home. You are not being loved in your own home. I got the link in the chat. I'll throw the link in the chat again. Thank you to everybody that came through, man. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. Hey, vote. I think I got a poll up. Make sure you vote in the poll. All this helps the show. Constructive consulting in the building. They simply don't care, bro. This is so true. They don't care. They don't. So I am clear on the fact that they don't care. Y'all know I've already made my decision. But when you're a content creator in the Black manosphere, a lot of what I do is to educate the ignorant. A lot of what I do is to educate those who don't know that they don't care. Right? So a lot of us are in the know. A lot of us have taken the red pill and moved past our red pill trauma. Do y'all know what it's like to take the red pill? So today I was talking about the matrix analogy. Do y'all know what it's like to take the red pill? Taking the red pill, people, this one thing people in Black, shout out to Black Ram. Black Ram say black pill, real spill. People think taking the red pill is easy. And I'm not saying like there's something that my brother Rogish had talked about and Ra'el talked about, and it's red pill trauma. Right? Red pill trauma. Let's go into red pill trauma. That's Thanos. That's Biggie. Is that Thanos Biggie? That's Thanos Biggie with a crown. It's Thanos Monday. Red pill trauma. Everybody, we talk about the Matrix analogy, right? We talk about black men being innately blue pill because we're raised by our single mothers, right? But All Constructive just came to the building. What's up, brother? What's up?
What's good, Purple Tommy? Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Salute, salute, salute.
Okay. I appreciate you for letting me on the show real very
Oh
quickly,
man,
bro.
appreciate you joining, man. What you
No
got to
problem.
share? What you got to share?
You know, before I go to the subject, or I guess this is in line with the subject, Perfect, are you saying that Chris Rock's the contention that led to his divorce was him making that documentary? Because I went to go see that film.
Yeah, I've said that even well before I joined the Black manosphere. I would debate this a lot. A lot of people didn't understand the ramifications that the movie Good Hair had for Chris Rock, not only with his relationship with his wife, but his relationship with his mother. He was estranged from his mother after that movie. She even wrote a book disparaging him. I think they just recently may have, they had to reconcile years later. When he had his star, he talked about it in an interview when he got his star, about how his ex-wife and his mother were not friends with him. And it was like, and what really stood out to me in the interview is when he talked about the baby perm. And it wasn't just the fact that he exposed something sacred about black women, but the fact that what they do to their daughters, because he had 2 daughters, and which that's why he made the movie, because he didn't agree with his daughters getting a perm.
He did feature his daughters towards the end of that film talking about it, and I had no idea though because he didn't mention it in the movie. Maybe because it was too
No, it was
much
later.
for the.
It was after the movie came out that he dealt with this. Now he says that it was about the cheating. This is my own speculation, my own extrapolation from his interviews, and I watch him closely because I study comedy. But he said as much that he dealt with a lot of backlash from the movie Good Hair, not only from his black female audience, but from his wife and mother.
Okay. I had no idea his wife had put a perm on his daughter's hair. Was that before the film or after?
I think that was the whole genesis of the film.
Oh wow! You know,
it was an internal family fight.
Well, you know,
and I've had that fight. My father had that fight. It's a big fight with a lot of black men if you're able to be in the house with your black daughter. And then, you know, even if you're not in the house with the black daughter, you know what I mean? It's almost like the locks conversation. But there was a discussion in the Rock household about whether or not it's beneficial to give a child a perm. Now, and then you got to think about it with the Roe versus Wade. What's the traditional comeback? I'm the one who got to comb her hair. And it's very difficult to comb and tame black female hair. That's why today's show is so poignant, right? This is not a joke, it's a crown, right? And these men were able to make light of it. And for us, it's never been a light topic, not for my mama, not when I was married to a black woman, and not for Chris Rock. But yeah, and that's why he went into the fact of what baby perm does and how this is going to epigenetics and how we talked about today on the Roger Report, how it can affect your mental health when it seeps into your brain after using it over 20 years of time. That shit don't never get talked about.
Yeah, which his film dealt with. I had no idea that it was because he didn't. I guess I didn't pay attention. I didn't read any of his interviews after he made that film, because they go on a press run after they usually, a film of those magnitudes, guys of that size, they usually go on press runs where they do at that time print interviews and some video interviews. I know it was in 2008, but still, they were doing video interviews at the time. So I had no idea. I did not know that. I know he was concerned because he put his daughters in the film, and we know that. You know what it is. This is what it is. Perfect, because I had this same conversation when I was married to a black woman. They're mad, and I'm sure the pro-black section are mad. Well, women who subscribe, quote unquote, supposedly subscribe to that. We know they don't really. They're mad that he didn't have enough black women in that film talking about it to co-sign it. Because if you notice, Perfect, hell, he had Ice-T in there talking about it. He had he featured men from the barbershop to talk about it, and a bunch of barbershop scenes of black men from our perspective.
Why would that be? I was thinking the same thing, and that goes to today's video of how these pilgrims is making fun of it, right? Now, I actually give that, I would give that to them. And he said that too. And I would agree with that one of the mistakes that he made that got himself in trouble with his mom and his wife is that he didn't allow them a retort. And that people could infer that she condoned perming the hair of her two daughters. And he couldn't get away from that. And that was one of the things, if you ever been married, that you wish you can go back in time, like, fuck. Like, I wanted to teach her a lesson, right? I wanted to get across this message, but he really did hurt her. And what he said was, damn, I didn't give her a chance to have a voice. He didn't. He took away her voice. So people could have automatically assumed that she was just another ignorant BW.
But right? the thing is, though, Perfect, to your point, is that these intersectionalists now come, and we're not supposed to comment about anything.
Nope.
We're not. If you check in their spaces, I used to, and talk in dialogue with, even in the community, sisters in the community, especially because I was dating at the time. I was in college. I was dating at the time black women, and we're not supposed to say anything. We're not supposed to have any input. I'm talking about these new, Gen X, or recently the Gen X to millennial. Is really, I found it in the late Gen X to millennial, because I found that boomer women, they still cared about what the opposite sex said. They still cared about what black men said. So if old black man said, "Hey, I like your hair with that French wrap, with the bang on the side. I like that." Grandmama, whoever else, or auntie, for me it'd be aunties, they're going to wear it because that's what he liked. They're going to make sure they at least try to wear it, and once or twice or whatever time during the year to his favorite event, a banquet, they're going to wear it. But man, Perfect. When I really started seriously dating black women, I'm not talking about the high school shit. When I started dating them and I started telling them what I liked, it was a problem. It was a problem. Or when you affirm, hey, so quote unquote natural styles. That's why when you got people like in the comment section commenting like they do, black men are affirming all day long. They can talk about the guys who make fun. We in jest, sometimes we say things in jest, but all through these conversations, if you poll black men, most of them, 9 times out of 10 in these spaces, are gonna say they like them with their natural hair. They are so now Perfect. They are so repugnant. The reaction is so vitriolic. How dare you? You don't, and then they turn back, and then Perfect they uses circular reasoning and go, well, society's told me because you don't control every doggone thing in this world, black men don't have a Wakanda everywhere, then we couldn't do it if we wanted to anyway. And it's just like this, just echo. And it's like, and so brothers, that's why now
it happened today. It happened in the chat today.
Right. That's why brothers now, I like what you did with your response. That's why brothers now are throwing their hands up. They're getting with they TikToking with Afro Latinas or just straight up and down Latinas or women from Southern Asia who have the more Negroid, Africoid types. They're just parading them around. They're happy. You know why? Because for years, like the Zoom to Thailand brother, for years, they're for the most part, black men affirm their beauty. All these Perfect, you're a little older than me, so I know you remember all these songs in the 70s and 80s. Black men would just, even if they was big time players, Keith Sweat, they all simped after black women.
I ain't that old, goddammit.
But I'm just saying though, for you, Jodeci, I was a little kid when Jodeci came out. For you, for somebody like yourself, you was around that age. When Jodeci was popping, then you know what I'm talking about. When all them guys was going, Devontae and all them guys, and your Glenn Jones and right.
Yeah.
All they did was sip and talk about black women. And all black women did, they were cool. Well, actually, they still had, How You Did Me Wrong songs. But all it did in the 90s is mushroom into I can't stand nigga R&B music for black women. And black men still was professing they love Maxwell. Maxwell's a Caribbean Afro-Latina brother. And all he does is make an effort to put chocolate women. That's all he do.
So
we ain't talking about who. I'm gonna let you go, but we ain't talking about who he sleep with on the road. He does. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give it to J Doe. I'm gonna shout out to Constructive. I'm gonna give it to J Doe, but I'm gonna defend the old niggas one time, man. So what was happening in the 90s was what was left over from the 70s, where you could sing a bitch out of some pussy, right? And pussy had, and unfortunately, and at this time you had really high level pussy, like, virtuous pussy. You could sing yourself into some really, really exclusive shit if you could sing, right? So in the 90s with Jodeci, you still had, like, when you see Minister Jap look at the 90s movies, like look at the collarbone, and you still had a high quality, a high caliber of black woman. And it was very difficult to get that high caliber, high quality of black woman. You could sing your way into the draws, right? And that, if you think about it, man, it's not something that's really clear, because a lot of people might try to buy their way in or do a lot of different things. But how brothers would do in lieu of having a lot of money is you could sing, right? You could sing your way into the draws, man. Now, unfortunately, the market value of the P then went down drastically, worse than crypto. You feel me? We had crypto numbers right now for the P. We got free OnlyFans and $3 OnlyFans specials. You know what I'm saying? $40 is kind of like for like really like your main thing. Like $40 is really too much now. You know what I'm saying? $40 used to be the bar, but now $40 is too much when the OnlyFans is free and we got a $3 special on OnlyFans. So now $40 has become like the high line. You know what I'm saying? And that's a damn shame when $40 is too much money. You know what I'm saying? And they set the price themselves. I didn't say $3 on the OnlyFans. I don't have OnlyFans. I haven't paid the $3. I just saw that it was a $3 OnlyFans. And I saw there was a free OnlyFans. I didn't subscribe to the free OnlyFans, and I didn't subscribe to the $3 OnlyFans, but I just wanted to throw in a little defense to the brother, because I know y'all youngsters be saying we was simping. it wasn't simping. It was just the reality of at a certain time. That's why black men would sing. If you look at Cooley High and things like that, you were able to sing your way in to some of the most beautiful women in the world. Nowadays, the price is so low that you ain't even got to do nothing. So you ain't got to sing, you ain't got to dance, you ain't got to have a job. Pookie ain't got to do shit. You know, the threshold has been lowered. But before, your ass, you know, you look at some of the old movies and you see like 3 guys outside of a girl window singing. And you might call it simping, but think about the result of this song, man. Come on, man. Where else can you sing your way to something like that, man? You gotta really think about the math. I know you youngsters haven't thought about the math of that, man, because that time is gone. But think about the prettiest girl in high school and you sung her a song. And that's what it took. Okay? So it might be simple to you, but it's a song to me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pass it to Jay though, man. What you got on it, man?
I appreciate you having me up, man. I had to come check out your show, but yeah, man, I had some of the similar issues when you know, I was previously married as well, and I have 3 daughters, man. They're all girls, and yeah, we went through that. I actually, when that movie came out, I watched it with my ex-wife and my oldest daughter. She was very, very, very young at the time, so she probably didn't really comprehend it. But yeah, that Chris Rock movie or whatever. But I just wanted to say, like, some of the reason, like, these black women have a low level, sometimes high level, a lot of times high level of disdain and contempt towards black men is because you can't help them produce a kid with long or very like long, curly, tight, I guess loosely curled hair. They're kind of mad at you. They're mad at you. They're looking at you like, you know, oh, this white man can potentially give me a, you know, a light skinned baby with long, loosely curled hair, not as tightly coiled as the typical black woman's and black man's hair. And they're mad at you. They're just kind of pissed. And I think that those TikTok videos that you showed, man, it's really a commercial for divestors. You know, they think they can get a white man just like that, and they can maybe make some goofy videos similar to that. But yeah, it was very, very interesting, man. Very interesting. And that's all I got for you.
So you know what, y'all? I'm gonna pull up a couple little clips, man, from the actual movie, man, so people could understand what we're talking about. Because I'm not gonna assume everybody has seen the movie. So what the conversation has led to is we're talking about the comedian Chris Rock and the movie he created called Good Hair. So this movie came out about 10 or 12 years ago. And the reason it's coming up is because my estimation of the videos that I played today is where I felt like it's kind of like clickbait, you know, because I felt like it was offensive, right? Offensive in many ways. And what I wanted to bring out is I wanted to create a file for the Black manosphere of what the reality of divestment looks like for these individuals, right? And what the lack of intelligence in their partner creates an inability to have a long lasting loving relationship, because you can't have love without respect, and you can't respect me if you don't know and understand these things that we're discussing today, which is why we led to the movie Good Hair, which is why it was such an issue. Like like you brought up with your J Doe, bringing up with your wife and your daughters, like, and with me too, with my daughter, this is a question, this is an issue, which is why Chris Rock made the movie, and why the movie we talking about it 10 years later. Because black men all with daughters are having this talk with their black wives about, I don't want that shit in my baby hair. I don't want that shit in my baby hair. And here it is, these individuals are allowed to make a video making a mockery of this thing, right? For them being with you is a minstrel show. You're no more than a clown. Something that's so sacred. One clip I was looking at said, "Don't touch black women's hair. Don't touch it. Don't talk about it." And I thought about being a kid with my grandma's wigs, and then seeing these guys play with the black women's hair. How did that make y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? Growing up with your black grandmama, like y'all said, I'm older, so your grandma might not have had a wig, but a lot of us my age, your grandma had a wig, you weren't allowed to touch it. That shit made me feel a type of way when these guys is playing with that shit. And we were made to respect and honor that shit because it was respecting and honoring the person. Fucking with that is fucking with my person and my character. You don't respect me as your grandmother. And I got that. How these people who is your husband don't get that? How you don't get that? How can you promote that? This is a manosphere file about a reality. Divestment is so great, but no one ever talked about the ignorance. And what I brought up earlier is you had a chance to educate these pilgrims so that they wouldn't make such an ignorant video and you wouldn't be the laughing stock of the black manosphere again. But none of you, not only did you not educate these pilgrim partners of yours, you chose to be party in the destruction, in the mockery. So this is a clip from Chris Rock's Good Hair. This was a movie where Chris Rock made about addressing the importance of black women's hair. And this is also good. I don't know why we didn't do this when the black manosphere was on fire with the Will Smith Jada Pinkett issue, because this would have really spoke to how people felt like Chris Rock was insensitive, but he was really knowledgeable. Like I just said about these pilgrims being ignorant. Well, Chris Rock wasn't ignorant about Jada's crown. He had intimate knowledge about how black women felt about their hair diseases. He didn't get that credit though. But check out this little clip. Fair use. I got a fair use banner. I got a fair use banner for all the haters. Fair use. We're gonna react to this clip. Fair use is in full effect. Chris Rock, Good Hair, 5.0, cool table.
What's your definition of good hair?
Something that looks relaxed and nice.
If your hair is relaxed, white people are relaxed. Your hair is nappy, they're not happy.
Oh, God. This October, Chris Rock will take you back to your roots.
Just yesterday, my daughter came into the house and said, "Daddy, how come I don't have good hair?" I wonder how she came up with that idea.
Within the black community, if you have good hair, you're prettier or better than. The lighter, the brighter, the better.
They want to go like this, like Farrah Fawcett.
There's so many pressures to straighten your hair.
Look at my ring, still there. Relax is the chemical that will take a black woman's hair from this and change it into this.
It's kind of like a torture session.
Could you tell us how dangerous relaxer is?
Sodium hydroxide will burn through your skin.
So that can's got a good purr.
This whole side was burnt off, and that's how the asymmetrical look came in with salt and pepper.
So you saying
Burned off, y'all. That's our salt and pepper style. Did anybody know that? Because this is what they go through to be relaxed. Y'all hear what Paul Mooney, rest in peace, he said, you got to be relaxed. When your hair is relaxed, white people is relaxed. When your hair is nappy, white people is not happy. And the way that style that salt and pepper had came into being is because her hair was burnt off, burnt to her skin and scalp. I've been in school and had girls come to school and their whole hair was burnt. And they had to like go through like traumatic shit, not having hair, being in fights and all type of shit. Yeah, Tracy said crazy. This shit crazy. I wonder if you, as you guys was teasing me about my age, I'm glad we showed this because it may be people who saw that Chris Rock, Will Smith interaction and never have seen the movie. And don't know that Chris Rock got 2 daughters and the ex-wife and what he dealt with black female hair before making that joke about Jada. Let's go back and finish this intro. It's just another minute. I'll get right back to the brothers.
and your hair is addicted to relaxer?
I am on the creamy crack.
Creamy crack.
So what's in your hair now?
This is a weave.
This is a weave. 2 pieces here, like extensions, like that.
The black hair business is a $9 billion business.
One of these can run you $5,000.
Well, I have a layaway plan, so you can lay away the weed. That's right. Have you ever put your hand through a black woman's hair? Hell no, not a black woman.
You just don't touch it. Do not touch my weave.
Yeah. Does your wife let you touch her hair?
The question is, do I let her touch mine?
Weave sex is a little awkward.
What do you do?
Now we just saw 20 minutes of video of the Pilgrim touching, playing, fondling. Huh? Huh? With the hair. With the hair. On Thanos Monday. Okay, wait a minute. A few more seconds.
I guess stay on top.
This is a 7,000-pound batch of relax.
This will last Prince about a month.
Get ready to go around the world.
Right now, I have Indian hair.
Human hair is India's biggest export.
Minimum 10 inch to 40.
10 inches and better.
Yes.
It's like porno.
Tell me.
In the award-winning new comedy that Vanity Fair calls hilarious.
Has anybody ever tried to steal your hair?
No.
If you see some black women, just run the other way. What I really wanted to know, if I could make any money selling black hair. Black hair! Would you like to buy some black hair?
They don't want to look like, alpha cut like this. You make sure the hair straight, look more natural.
Good hair.
My advice for men when they're making love to a woman who has weave is keep your hands on the
Okay. Somebody was trying to say something, man. Man, the floor is yours, brothers, man. The floor is yours, man. Good hair, man. Creamy crack.
Okay, perfect.
Hey,
Let's go. We go. Okay, J Doe, and then we do constructive.
Oh, real quick. Imagine, I've said this to several brothers in my life. Just imagine just the economic repercussions of that. I think he said $9 billion a year, something. I'm not sure what he said, but imagine if black women across America embraced their natural hair and save that money and put it into black business or investing. Just imagine how, or just getting their black boys to learn how to read, read better, or reading comprehension. I think that's what you were saying before. Perfect timing. Imagine just the financial, the economic repercussions of that, and how much money we're putting into the Koreans and just the Asians' hands. It's unbelievable, man. It's really unbelievable.
Go ahead, Christoph.
Yeah, so I think, my hunch is that he did have black female celebrities in it. And he did go and talk about the roots of it. Now my memory is coming back. He talked about those things and the deleterious effects of having processed hair, especially doing it over and over again over time. And of course, we've all seen it. Hence the big move to natural hair, big natural hair movement that we've seen. But my hunch is that from my perspective is that, and you tell me what you think about this to two gentlemen on the panel, it wasn't somber enough. See, because he didn't have roots playing in the background, a silhouette of a sister with a fist up and a big old afro, and black women talking about how much Ike Turner really beat them down to have processed hair over time, along with Slave Master, that it didn't take the tone that they needed it to in order for it to be taken seriously and be really to hear the plight of black women. That is what I posit to you gentlemen. What say you?
I can agree with that.
I think he did a good job. I think there was a scene in the movie, to your point, I'll give you a little pushback. There was a scene in the movie, if you recall, where they cut where he went to India, and this was another scene that he actually spoke about that really got him in a lot of trouble. When he with black women, but with folks over there too. When he went to India and he showed this ritual, because this was a religious ritual, of where they shave their heads and the pool is filled with blood. Like, so when you say somber, I gotta give you a little pushback on that and say that he did a really good job of showing how somber and the severity. Even in the scene that we showed, that also got him in trouble. Because that scene where he talked about how the comb would be destroyed in the perm, he was talking about the baby perm, right? So he was trying to drive home with black moms, and this is what we talk about every morning on the Roger Report, right? This lack of understanding. How can you love your child, right? Like this is what really got him in trouble, because that's what they intimated. By you saying this, you saying that we are ignorant and we don't love our children, because you're saying that if we put baby perm on their hair and we addict them to perm at a young age, that they could have mental health beyond the fact that their physical health could be poor, right? Because that's what Salt just said, but their mental health can be affected by using this elongated throughout their life. That shit got him in trouble. So I think he did a very good job of showing the severity. It's just that no one really just, like, it's the same thing with the Black Manosphere. What do we got to do, y'all? It's like we say all the time. What do we got to do? Like, even if we build the bridge to Mars, like, this was a marvelous movie, bro. I mean, he showed baby perm. He showed the mental health results of you using perm elongated for over 20 years. He showed the sacrifice that the Indians make by cutting off the hair, $9 billion. He went everywhere. It was a movie on a grand scale. He knew that as a black man that it would be combed over, pun intended, right? He even went to Atlanta where he showed the hair shows and the length that black people go in the spectacle. Today, what I've done is I've highlighted the spectacle.
Right, but perfect. What I'm positing is that from a perspective, what you're talking about is logical, a logical, sane stream of thought, someone who is deducing using powers of deduction and induction in order to find a solution. Well, number one, and a solution and a doable outcome, right? But you're talking mostly about the demo who had problem with it, who was aimed at. I'm talking about how they process, internalize, and therefore posit their own and or solution / non-solutions. That's what I'm saying. And we're going at it from a very logical standpoint. As you've seen, Perfect, on, or you've experienced on other people's panels that you and I have been on, these people, this demo who we talking about, when they get on the panel, we're discussing it from a logical standpoint, right? We can tell you 1 + 1 = 2, and we can show you. We can go through all the orders of operation. They don't think like that, Perfect. That's what I'm saying, is that they don't, for them, oh, wait a minute, you got Indian women? How bad it,
but that's
I
why.
hear what you're saying.
But look,
I know what you're saying.
That's why I get a pushback to say that there was nothing else that he could do. And like a lot of black men, a lot of times we already the greatest, already the black man is God. Like there was nothing else he could do. As far as a documentary and a dissertation, he did an excellent job. Like this goes in the file of the Black Manosphere. No one else has to do this movie because he did do such a good job. What you're pointing out is the actual problem is their inability to understand logic. That's what's happening in a lot of times. And what's happening is because it fucks with who they see they self is. Excuse me, who they see they self are, right? Or I don't know how to say that shit, but it's fucking like it came up today. It came up with Dante. It came up with Auntie. These people are coming to the panel because the character that they're basing themselves on, like the man I am, I'm a good man because won't, right? Is being fractured by these truths that we present, right? That's why this truth presented by this movie has been pushed away, because it fractures with who you are as a black woman, right? Can you continue to function as the same person, right? Can you continue to wear Indian people hair on your head now that you know it's Indian people hair and where it comes from in the meaning? Right? Can you continue to feel the way you feel about black men once you come to the 5.0 Black Manosphere and understand that these black men don't actually hate black women? They're making a decision based on some logical things that I've actually seen, right? And if I wasn't married to a black woman, now that I understand that they don't have an ill will toward them, I might make the same decision, right? These people are, the mask is being cracked. There's nothing better that he could do. It's just that all we have to do is be this repetitive, right? Like one of the things about when people question me about my name and I study what I learned from the Shaolin monk about perfection. The Shaolin monk said, when I wanted to know how do you obtain perfection, the Shaolin monk said the key to perfection is repetition. So
Right.
a lot of times in the black manosphere, we've found the answer a long time ago. The reason you had the success with Kevin Samuels is not because he presented new answers. Right?
Right. Well,
you know,
well,
he presented BGS's data, he presented it in a different style and a different panache, but it wasn't new answers, right?
It wasn't new, but when I'm speaking to Perfect is when I just intimated that a couple minutes ago, I'm speaking on behalf of that demo. That is the way in which they want things curated, especially when it's about them and their quote unquote suffering, their things that are slights or things that they feel they're at a disadvantage of. That is the way they want things created. I am not fighting or saying that Chris Rock could have made it better. Like we expressed, it was a very logical way. Hell, he even got black women to explain the neuroses and or their insecurity and and all the things associated with it. The problem is that the reason why they had a problem, mama had a problem, wife had a problem, lady over here had a problem, is because he didn't bathe it in the way they like things curated. He didn't have enough. He didn't have his color purple. He didn't have he didn't paint it with the color purple brush, where it's just everything. It goes back to the black man. Let's talk about, which is valid to talk about the pain and the shame that goes with the way their hair and all that stuff with their hair in the society,
But
Western
look,
society.
bro, listen, bro, I hear what you're saying, but so you kind of contradicting yourself, and I hear what you're trying to say, but listen, this is going to be great for your build and as you grow. So I understand you're saying that it would have been better if he could have put it in cyborg speak, but then it wouldn't have been understandable.
I'm not arguing that. That's
right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing that.
If he would have put it in cyborg language, right, so that the cyborg can compute it, then it wouldn't have been computable, right? And he can't do that. We can't do that as men. We can't create cyborg language. So that's why we created the cool table, right?
Oh, he absolutely could have. I'm not saying for him to do it.
No,
that's
we can't
what you're misunderstanding.
No.
I'm not saying for him to do it.
No,
I'm not saying for him to do it.
There's no ability for us to regress to the cyborg because you can't progress from being a cyborg, right? It's like when the dog and the fox, right? When I talked about the dog and the fox before, like when they took an experiment and they took the dog back to being an animal, but it took like 7 generations, right? Because it's not just the fact that the dog got to be like vicious. The dog has to learn how to hunt, and the way this thing in his nose, certain things got to come back that's been dormant for a long time. And it's not just that, but then it's the smell. What they found when they tried to bring the dog back to the foxes, one of the things they had was the smell that they were a wild animal. And what they found is that once you become this feral wild animal, you can never go back to being tame, right? So he couldn't speak in cyborg, right? He couldn't make the movie in cyborg language so that the cyborg could understand. What we have to do in the manosphere, what Nameless said, what the cool table is this: there's no way to speak to them and say, do this and do that is better for you. That's what we have to understand. That's the progression that we've come to. So we can't tell them, we can't speak their language. The only way to get them to change their behavior is via the in-group, out-group. And I made it simplified with the cool table, but really it's in-group, out-group politics that Nameless said exists in Africa, where in Africa they have interior men groups, right? And the coolest men in the tribe or the coolest men on YouTube all belong to this one men's group, right? And all the other men want to be part of the group. But the thing about this exclusive group is it has very high standards and protocol. Now, what happens when you establish this interior group with very high standards and protocol is that the exterior, the out group, mimics the in group. When the entire male body develops these new standards, then that changes the behavior of the women. And that's what's actually happening right now. When I gave the example of Daphne, and when you hear Cynthia arguing on the Lapeef network with the other Black woman, what's happening now is they are being affected by the standard and the realization that there is no hope for them. Like when Roger is saying this is hitting home on a lot of people's doorfront. Like, I'm going to be single. If I don't date a guy with a belly or over 40 years old, I'm not going to get a husband, because these men have a standard that everybody is sticking to now. I thought I could weasel my way in, right? But the only way we've been successful with changing their behavior is not focusing on them and saying, whoop, 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 Black woman, you need to do this. We're focusing on us and setting a very high standard. They are responding to that standard. When Daphne, who is a beautiful Black woman with no stomach, comes on and does a skit about being single post 30, and she's raised Muslim, and she's understanding that to get a man at her age, even though she's beautiful with no stomach, that she's gonna have to make a deal, and that guy might be over a certain age and he may have a belly. Like, because of the standard that the Cool Table has set and that all Black men are now sticking to. They are having to change. They're arguing and fighting on panels because of the new reality. So it's not that we need to change our language. We cannot. We need this. No. I'm gonna pass it back. I'm long-winded. Go ahead.
Right. I wasn't saying, I think I'm not saying for us to change our way we do it or for Chris Rock to change. I am stating what the fitna was about, or what the pushback he got, and what their critique was. That's what I'm explaining. I was saying this is what all the fitna that they're coming out, they're bolstering about to him, that he got all that pushback on, is because it wasn't put through the Black woman voice changer, and it didn't sound like this the way they wanted it.
I think
go ahead.
You're saying that I guess the victimhood or the psychological pressure or terror that was enacted upon them that caused them to use all these hair products and get these wigs and weaves and stuff like that. It wasn't stressed enough. But if it was stressed enough, then it wouldn't be any pushback. Is that what you're saying? Like it should have been.
I think I get it
Yeah.
now. I think I get it now. The lens that it came through, right? And that's I like that you're saying that, because that links it back to today's video and the topic, because it was acceptable from the Pilgrim, right? But when it came through this lens via Chris Rock, it was unacceptable. So what I think Constructive is saying is it didn't have the approval in the right lens, in the right vehicle, right? It needed a Black woman's approval and vehicle. And if it would have came through an Oprah Winfrey production company, or Oprah Winfrey would have narrated it, or a Pilgrim would have narrated it, it would have been more palatable. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. It wasn't Woman King. It wasn't Woman King.
It was not. It was not. Oh, good point, brother. Good point, because that speaks to the video today, and my issue with today's video is highlighting the fact of what's acceptable here and what's not acceptable there, and filing that away in the Black battlesphere as an understanding for when these individuals bring up this divestment in the reality of their life, and what's acceptable here and what's not acceptable there. And to that point, let me show this little 1-minute clip of what's acceptable here and what's not acceptable there.
Black woman's hair. You can't. No, you can't do it. Understandably so. If you paid $150 for it, turn it out for hair, you wouldn't want to touch your hair, right? So you can't touch the wig. No. When was the last time you touched a woman?
Something's acceptable here, but it's not acceptable there. And I love the way you put that. It's a different vehicle, right? And that's why I highlighted that today. Black Women Strike Out, episode 3, strike 3. Can you touch the weave? But we just showed a TikTok compilation that was 7 minutes long of Mexicans, Indians, Pilgrims, all touching and playing with the weave. I know there's a 16-year-old, 13-year-old watching my podcast right now saying, did that Pilgrim just play with my mama weave? My mama would beat my ass out this house if I did that shit. And she let this motherfucker. Okay, let's go back to the read. I just wanted to let you just know some things are acceptable here, but not acceptable there. Can you touch the weave?
Touch a black woman's hair.
You can't. No, you can't do it. Understandably so. If you paid $150 for $200 for hair, you wouldn't want to touch your hair, right?
So you can't touch the wig.
No.
When was the last time you touched a woman's hair?
1986, before the market crashed. The market crashed in 87, October 19th. The last time I was allowed to touch a broad's hair was 86, somewhere in there.
White women love you to touch.
Yes, that's true.
Pull it, yank it,
swing them around, swing it around,
jump off the ceiling with it.
Yes, that's
jump
true.
off the cliff and hang glide with it.
Hey, is that Charles' uncle? That's Charles Faulkner uncle right there. He said white women love you to pull their hair, jump off the cliff, hang glide with it. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. SYSBM in the building, man. One more time, man. One more time for the people, man. Fair use, Chris Rock, good here, perfect timing. We got Constructive and we got Jay. Let's go.
To touch a broad's hair was 86, somewhere in there.
White women love you to touch.
Yes, that's true.
Pull it, yank it,
swing them around, swing it around,
jump off the ceiling with it.
Yes, that's
jump
true.
off the cliff and hang glide with it.
Is this why some black men favor white women?
Yes.
No, I don't favor it.
But some black men, not you, some black men do favor
white women.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel a level of intimacy with the white woman that you cannot feel with the black
Yes,
woman?
I do.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'll speak up myself. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Because there's no help.
I can do things with a white broad that I can't do with a black. Yes.
Not true. You
broad that I can't do with a black.
I'll
speak up my. Yes. Do you?
Yeah, yes. Hey, y'all, yo, man, he said that yes, man. He with a lot of fervor, man. He really meant that yes. He said yes like 4 or 5 times, man. Yes. Good hair, man. What y'all think about that clip right there, man?
Man, and that is why he got so much pushback, bro. Because even though his music, I told you, because he didn't have Roots playing in the background, him laughing and the sound and the backing track behind that to end the commercial or the trailer, it was too jovial. You're making light of it. What are you making a mockery? This is what they hit. Now this is all he's doing. He didn't say whether he was right or wrong. He even had brothers in the barbershop correct, started to go, no, I don't feel like that. Started to disagree with him, right? And all this man is doing is sharing his particular perspective. He doesn't sound hateful, but because Perfect, as you have learned,
sound happy. You sound excited,
right? And as you have learned, Perfect, in your own personal life, that man is now happy. Now he's free. He's free, not because he hates. He just has this innate hate for black women. It is not because of that. He is explaining, hey, I had this discrepancy. If I felt pain from it, I can't be as intimate with my woman, and it's been nearly, because of that, it's been nearly 30 years, and I ain't been able to be intimate with a black woman since.
He said
And
the
now
stock market crashed in 1986.
the 86 crash, bro.
Let's
And
go
that,
back. Let's go
bro,
back. Let's go back and listen. Let's listen to this brother, his emotion one more time, how he felt about this white woman.
Not you. Some black men do favor
White women.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel a level of intimacy with the white woman that you cannot feel with the black
Yes,
woman?
I do.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna.
Hey, he was
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
he was saying yes before he even got the question out. He didn't even get the WH on the White Owl. He was yes. Yeah, he was jumping at the bit. Yeah, man.
Yes, I do. Yes, I look at his face. He's so serious. Look at his face. Look at his face.
And I think
go ahead, bro.
and I think the pushback too came because this is like this is indicative of something that black women cannot just point directly at a black man and blame us for. They would like to. They would like to say, I think the brother was saying earlier, like, Ike Turner right in the background slapping Tina, making her wear, a wig or straighten her hair or something. But really, they can't. They would. It would be okay if they can point to us and say, "Oh, y'all forced us to do this," but they're unable to. And I think that's what the brother was saying earlier. Like they're not able to paint the picture that it was the white man and the black man ganged up on us and made us do this, and that's why we do it. So they can't point back at the black man.
and perfect. The thing about it is, bro, is that and the brother Jado spoke on it like this, and I hate saying that because we do, as black men and black people, we have legitimate concerns. But the problem is that we're having a hard time being taken seriously because we act. It's this victim queen thing, man, and it's ridiculous on some of the most superficial things that we're talking about in order of operation of importance for black people. Jado spoke on little boys reading, black boys reading. We know that, right? In the manosphere, because while we talk about it at NASA, we researched this. The tripped out part about it, perfect, is you'll have Asian women having corrective eye surgery, getting blue contacts, all different types of people. And it's like, but it's like they do this. It's just like nobody can be I'm just worse off, and everybody's responsible for it. Everybody gonna have hell to pay. And I think there's a quote by Ice-T in this particular film. He says it in jest, and they probably didn't like that shit either. Excuse my language. He says it in jest. Ice-T says, in this movie, and when a black woman's mad, unhappy, everybody gonna have hell to pay. He says that. He says that in this film.
That's been our reality. That's how we were raised. That's why this video today is so important and filed away in the Black Manosphere file cabinet, so we have this understanding. Because a lot of people may be with these divestors, they sound very convincing. You know what I'm saying? But now we've exposed something that doesn't go to like hatred again or vitriol. What I've exposed today is ignorance. I'm not calling these men stupid. I'm not calling these men racist. I'm just saying that a lack of ignorance, the same ignorance they subscribed to Chris Rock when he made the insensitivity that they subscribed to Chris Rock when he made the Jada Pickett joke. That's why we went to good hair today, because I want to show that Chris Rock actually did have a lot of intimate knowledge that these pilgrims lack. These pilgrims lack. So how can you say that this divesting thing is so great when you have a partner that is so ignorant to your existence. They have an inability to respect who you are as a person, so they can't truly love you. Now, that's going to be hard for a lot of people to hear because you can't back your way out of that. You can tell me some high school shit. You could tell me some puppy shit. But if your partner thought this was funny and wanted to do a TikTok like this, that means there is a lack of understanding there. And you haven't took the time to educate him on these importances that everybody assumed that Chris Rock knew and should have known. Salute to my brother for hanging out. Real quick.
Hey, perfect time.
Yes, sir.
I want to push back on that right there. This is how I look at it. I think you referenced them as pilgrims. And yeah, I'll go with the term that you used. The pilgrims, I think they're fully aware of what's going on. They're just taking advantage of it. They see these women, they know that they're insecure about it.
Man, you trying to blow up the spot, man. Go ahead.
They know exactly what they're doing, man. They're using this insecurity and they're playing to it, man. That's all they're doing. They're taking advantage of it because these women, they're usually throwing themselves at these pilgrims. They're much more submissive towards them, and these guys are taking advantage of it. They're like, okay, my chick is doing this. I'm just gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna do this goofy ass video, and really, they can garner more black women. They can get more side chicks that way, to be honest with you. So that's what yeah, I don't think they're ignorant at all. I think the person that's ignorant is the black woman. That's what it is. That's what I think.
Man, that's the comment of the day, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I have nothing else to say. I want to show the video again. I agree with you, brother. I stand corrected. You are absolutely right. And I speak from experience that I would say, yes, these people completely understand, which is why they made the video with the music and used the background. And they were dancing to that type. Did you hear the song that they chose? So I agree with you that they purposely chose this music and they purposely understood what the hair would be a trigger point. Yes, sir. Good observation, brother. Good observation.
No problem.
Excellent observation. I'm gonna show the video for all the new people in the house, man. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe, and vote in the poll, man. Perfect timing, and my brother J Doe.
Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first. Tell me you're married to a black woman without actually telling me you're married to a black woman. I'll go first.
Tell me you're married to an African without telling me you're married to an African. I'll start. You have these kinds of cooking sticks. Depending on how many people you're cooking for, depends on which one you use. These kind of pots, it takes a while to get the food cooking, but it's the best tasting food in there. I wonder if there's magic inside this. You have African decor throughout the house, like this. There's these. There's some more here and here, and there's more here. Here's some more. And also, there's a game. Look at the detail on this. This is just amazing. It's mind-blowing. And look, I still can't even beat my wife at this game. An amazing wardrobe. You can even match.
Tell me you're dating a black woman without actually telling me.
Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick.
Babe, tell me you are married to an African woman without telling me you are married to an African woman.
Oh, this tofu is getting too soft. Babe, do we have any more Milo? Oh, yeah. This is my favorite. All right. Time to go cook. Hey, babe, which one should I wear to the 3 a.m. funeral? All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Tell me you're married to a black woman.
We gonna get out of here, man. Give me your closing statements, man. I could have called this the Bonnet Brazilian Brigade Battalion, man. Man, there's so many bonnets, man. African bonnets, silk bonnets, cotton bonnets, long bonnets, short bonnets, no bonnets, hair bonnets. What you got, man? What you got?
Oh man, I just want to say, man, these videos, man, they're put out there under the false pretense that there are going to be a lot of these white guys, these pilgrims, marrying and getting into serious relationships with these black women. It's given that false pretense, and also it gives this sense that really racism doesn't exist. I think, and also lastly, I think it's advertisement for the pilgrims that really like to take advantage of the black women or get the black women. Is putting it out there. So imagine if you see a black chick that's interested in getting a pilgrim, which a lot of them are, most of them are, and she sees one of these guys from the video. She's gonna choose up real fast, or whatever. So that's what I think about those videos, man. But hey, perfect timing, great content, man. You be dropping bombs on Roger's live stream. Great work, man. Keep up the good work, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. I enjoy your intelligent commentary. I'm so glad you joined the Roger Report Live and the panel, and your comments are always very intelligent and poignant and add to the conversation and are progressive. So I'm actually impressed that brothers like you yourself, with your intelligence and your opinion, chose to join my live stream and share your opinion. I take that as a compliment, brother, because you are intelligent. You've always shared good commentary since you come into the space. So thank you for coming and sharing. As a content creator, you need people to join and participate. So it means a lot. So I thank you, brother. And again, intelligent commentary.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good one, bro. So Mr. Blackwell said, I find no humor in this. Let me bring it up so people could read it. So people may be listening. I find no humor in this bullshit. The BW is the biggest disappointment in American history. I truly mean it. I had to agree with my brother on that. I had to agree with my brother on that. Let's show this one more time, because this is going to illuminate my brother's point, my big brother, Mr. Blackwell. Just to illuminate Mr. Blackwell's point, can we show this one more time? One more time, because a lot of people can you hear the sentiment behind that statement that Mr. Blackwell just wrote, if you cannot feel the sentiment behind what I just read and what Mr. Blackwell just wrote, I'm going to play you a video where you may be able to get better the emotion of this comment in the chat.
Jump off the cliff and hang glide with it.
Is this why some black men favor white women?
Yes.
No, I don't favor it.
But some black men, not you, some black men do favor
white women.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel a level of intimacy with the white woman that you cannot feel with the black
Yes,
woman?
I do.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'll speak up myself. Hell yeah, yeah.
Because there's no law.
I can do things with a white boy that I can't do with a black. Yes.
Not true.
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Shout out to Mr. Blackwell. So, fair use, man. Fair, one more time before we get out of here, man. One more time before we get out of here, man. And don't forget, man, hit the Cash App, man. The Cash App is in the ticker, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe, vote in the poll. Tell everybody about how much you enjoyed the show. One more time before we get out of here, y'all. One more time.
That's true. Pull it, yank it, swing them around, swing it around. Jump off the ceiling with it. Yes. Jump off the cliff and hang glide with it.
Is this why some black men favor white women?
Yes.
No, I don't favor it.
But some black men, not you, some black men do favor
white women.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel a level of intimacy with the white woman that you cannot feel with the black woman?
Yes, I do.
I'm not gonna say that.
I'll speak up myself. Hell yeah, yeah.
Because there's no law.
I can do things with a white boy that I can't do with a black. Yes.
Not true.
I love it, man. I love it. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. Who was that last comment, man? I'm gonna read that last comment before we get out of here. And this theme music is so accurate, man. I'll be picking, just like in the TikTok video, they pick their music. I pick my theme music so appropriately, man. The Liquor Creep. Yes, they are the biggest disappointment. The only thing bigger than this disappointment is when the BW looks into the mirror and hates what she sees. I must agree, my brother. The Liquor Creep. I like that name. I like that thumbnail. That's very entertaining, man. Fair use, fair use. Let me get rid of that right there. Get back to the title today and back to the outro and today's theme. Maybe the next time is for real. Maybe the next time. Hey, Mr. Blackwell, this is dedicated to Mr. Blackwell, man. Maybe the next time. Hey, this is dedicated to Mr. Blackwell. This is dedicated to the Liquor Creep. This is dedicated to everybody, SYSBM, man. Maybe the next time. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings, man. No hard feelings, man. No hard feelings, man. This song is dedicated to y'all, man. Maybe the next time it'll be for real, because this time I gotta say goodbye. I gotta say SYSBM, and I gotta say good night. I love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Salute.
If we can't solve them, why don't we just say bye-bye? Cause every time I turn around, the phone is ringing, yeah, and you're giving me some deal. Every time I turn around, you want me to appeal. But baby, this is the deal. The next time it's for real.
See, I ain't gonna be playing around, baby.
Cause baby, you know the deal. Now we're gonna groove a little while. Ain't gonna be your fool no more. You see, it's like it is, baby. Next time it's story. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be your fool. No more playing around, baby. I've told you how I feel. Baby, this is the deal. Look here, the next time it's for real.
She ain't feeling you, not feeling you. I put the perky in my cup so I could feel the juice. I had her going shortly after the interview. Bad little bitch, yeah, I think she stay in center view. Oh, what's your name? My fault, I don't remember you. Talking back to the ism, that's the end of you. I'm a P, baby, no, I'm not a friend of you. A lot of bitches hear my shit, yeah, and be offended too. But still wanna fuck hoe, so bring your pussy through. Disrespectful on the mic like I'm Easy E. Bomb Town, baby, yeah, the home of the funky piece. Only nigga in the West with some wallabies. Sheesh. I got Larry in this bitch, he in a 5.0, I'm in a 4, hit a switch. Running up a bag, nigga, like you thought I hit a lick. Just some real ass niggas, this is how a nigga spit.
Ain't gonna be your fault no more. You see, it's like it is, baby. Next time it's story. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be your fool.
No, don't hold. You're moving real different now. You know the game and how it goes. Don't act green.
Yes, Lord.
Suck it to me. Now, how much money you made last night, ho? Good job. Oh, what's the pimpin' ass nigga with a whole lot of guap? Good job, Larry. Old school dipping, but it cost me a lot. 5-star, the good kind. Pick up the trap, then I'm bending the block. Slid up third, I'm checking my rear. The hammer is near, I'm casually ill. I ain't dipping, keeping it real. Sean House, bring a hook in, I'm loving the feel.
Ain't gonna be your fault no more. You see, it's like it is, baby. Next time it's story. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be your fool.
I mean, sell them. If I can smell them, I can't sell them. Let them in the harem, run a harem. Next thing you know, honey rebelling. I had a funny feeling. Stack money to the selling, well, why I sell them? Hit the selling off the 911. If you scared by a dog, dial 911. Buy a weapon, get a 9 or a Mac 11. My Mac on 11 while you crack selling. Niggas say they that, we gotta fact check them. They ain't got a track record, they just track records. Bitches acting reckless, she ain't had no wedges. She try to have me arrested, I teach that rat a lesson. You finna be mad aggressive, that ain't how to finesse it. Anything less is we being adolescent. If you really pay, then you battle tested. Can't no nigga validate you, can't.
Ain't gonna be your fault no more. You see, it's like it is, baby. Next time it's story. Got to do to others, baby, that you have them do to you. I'm not gonna be your fool. Baby, you know the deal. And this is what it is. I can't see what gave you the nerve to call on me now, baby. Have you run out of food? I'm a little better than before, baby.